Today we are going to discuss about some of the design issues in Java related to object-oriented technologies. For this I would like to take the help of a class called Mammal. This class will be a subclass to create different mammal class like cat, dog, lion, human, etc. In the mammal class, we have defined a method called makeSound, which is basically there to make sound. This method is supposed to be overridden in the subclasses to define the different ways of specific mammal make sound. Let me run this application once so that you get an idea. Now, initially, this make sound method has been kept as a normal, that is non-abstract method. So, whoever subclasses the mammal class is supposed to override it. But as this is a normal non-abstract method, we may or may not override it in the subclass. Now, suppose someone has extended this mammal class to create a human class, but he has forgotten to override the makeSound method. So the result is that the human objects won't be able to make sound. But that is a serious design mistake, right? Definitely, it does not sound to be a good object-oriented design. So to forcefully ask the developers whoever extend this mammal class to override the makeSound method, we have to do something. One way is to make the makeSound method abstract. This way, if someone extending the mammal class forgets to override the makeSound method, it will create a compile time error, and that will be caught by the IDE. Even while writing the code itself, see after we make sound abstract. If we remove the makeSound method from the human class, what happens? It shows an error. The developers just cannot proceed without overriding the makeSound method in human subclass. This is perfectly okay with us. Now, to accommodate the abstract makeSound method, we need to make the mammal class as an abstract class, because if a class has even a single abstract method, it has to be declared as abstract. Now let's include another method called wagtail. In this abstract mammal class, since not every mammal has a tail, we make this wagtail method as a non-abstract method. This way, whoever extends the mammal class will override the wagtail method if the animal has a tail, and he won't touch it in the subclass. If the subclass does not have a tail, so in cat, dog, lion, wagtail method will be overridden. While in the human class, the wagtail method will not be touched at all. Now, if we want to create a default implementation of the wagtail method, which will be commonly used by those subclasses which don't have a tail, we can do it in the mammal superclass. So it was all about abstract class. Now suppose you thought that wagtail is not that an important method and really don't want it as a behavior of a mammal. Instead, we should introduce another method called move in memo class, which has to be overridden in subclasses. So we need to remove wagtail and make the move method as abstract. So in this situation, both the make sound and the move method comes abstract. In this case, we can convert the abstract class into an interface. An interface is something where all the methods are by default abstract. Where an abstract class can be extended, an interface can just be implemented. That is all for now. Hope you like this video. Thank you.